Welcome everyone to the Wallabee Maple Suede Original Clark Boot Review. It's your boy King YEDIDYAH, aka King Solomon, your highness, killing them with more style and kindness. Stay tuned, enjoy the review. Alright brethren, let's get into a little bit of history about this classic shoe. This shoe is a classic, so we gotta go into the history of where this shoe came from, how it originated, and stuff like that. So let's jump into it. C&J Clark International Limited, trading as Clarks, is a British-based international shoe manufacturer and retailer. It was founded in 1825 by brothers Cyrus and James Clark in Street Village, Somerset, England, where it still has its headquarters to this day. Yo, hold up. Wait. We ain't gonna act funny and bypass the fact that the sole on this shoe is that gummy. I mean, if you ain't stepping in a Wallabees, your feet just bummy. But anyway, let's get back into the info. The company has over 1,000 branded stores and franchises around the world and also sells through third-party distribution. For the year ending January 2013, the company made a profit of $150 million on sales of $1,433 million, making it the 31st largest private company in the UK. More than half of its £1.4 billion annualized sales to January were generated abroad. And since 2010, the company has moved to India, where it has now 25 standalone stores, and relaunched marketing in China, where it has opened 400 outlets in partnership with local footwear retailers. It is 84% owned by the Clark family, with the remaining 16% held by employees and related institutions. The company is commonly known for its desert boot, a distinct ankle-height boot with crepe rubber sole, usually made out of calf suede leather traditionally supplied by Charles F. Stead and Co. Tannery in Leeds. Officially launched in 1950, the desert boot was designed by Nathan Clark, great-grandson of James Clark, based on an online suede boot profile produced in bazaars of Cairo and worn by British officers in the Second World War. Now that was just a little brief history about the company, how it started, and its first original shoe it produced, the desert boot. But now let's jump into the Wallabee. Alright brethren, let's jump into some history about the Wallabee boot. The Wallabee, produced by Clarks from 1967 and based on a moccasin called the Grasshopper, launched in 1964 by the German company SUEDE. The Wallabee brand was manufactured at the Padmore and Barnes factory based in Kilkenny, Ireland, which Clarks had acquired in 1963 and continued to operate until its closure in 1987, when it was subject of a management buyout. Managed by Lance Clark, who was responsible for having negotiated the license to produce the shoes in Kilkenny and arranged for the factory staff to be trained in the production of the moccasin shoes. The product took off once the decision was taken to market it in North America in 1968. As general manager of the factory, Paddy Roberts took the shoe to a trade fair in the New York area in the same year, whereupon he quickly learned that the trademark Grasshopper had been licensed. In conjunction with Jack Rose Smith, Clark's overseas shoes export manager, Bob Collerton, the president of Clarks in America / Clarks of England, Hugh Woods, managing director of Clarks Canada, Roberts trademarked the name Wallabee. So really the shoe was created in 1967 but the actual name Wallabee was born in 1968 after they realized that the grasshopper was a licensed trademark, so they changed the name to Wallabee. So there you have it, you know what I mean? The Clark's Wallabee was born in 1968. Now, brethren, let's talk a little bit about why a Trinidadian like myself would be even interested in wearing a shoe like this. The most referenced is the popularity of the Clark shoes in Jamaica and the association with the Jamaican Rude Boys movement. According to DJ, producer and cultural historian Al Fingers in his book, Clarks in Jamaica, this trend started in the late 1960s when the emerging youth culture of the recently independent Jamaica adopted the Clark shoes as part of their uniform. The original gangster rude boy them, oh let me say that in my accent, you know, I gotta bring that back. The original gangster rude boy them, a Clarks them wear. Producer J. Thomas tells Fingers in the book, and in Jamaica, a rude boy him now wear cheap thing. In the early 1970s, the Rude Boy Desert Boot Association became so strong that the young males risked a beating by police simply for wearing a pair. You must be a thief, the police would say. How else would you be able to afford expensive Clarks? Reggae and dancehall stars Dillinger, Trinity, Rankin Joe, Scorcher, Little John, Supercat, and countless others had sung about Clarks in the past. Some of the most famous songs written about the Clark shoes in Jamaica are Little John's Clark's Booty and Vybz Kartel's aka World Boss Clarks. Over 2.6 million hits on YouTube. So now that kind of describes why a West Indian, a Trinidadian would be wearing a Clarks, because as part of Jamaican culture, which is West Indian culture, which kind of spread throughout the West Indies, the other West Indian islands, through the Rastafarian culture, that also came along with it. So all the rude boys, all the Rastas and stuff like that was wearing Clark boots and desert boots. So me growing up as a youth, like in the late 80s, 90s and stuff like that, all I saw was the fashionable youths. I would call them the fashionable youths, right? They would be wearing Clarks. Sometimes they would be wearing Clark boots with no laces, you know what I mean? So as part of my style foundation, I know that a Clark boot is a classic boot. You gotta be wearing a Clark boots as a rude boy, you know what I mean? So that's part of where that came from for me. And after all, brethren, it's your boy King YEDIDYAH, aka King Solomon, your highness, killing them with more style and kindness. So what you expect, you know what I mean? It's a rude boy thing. But all jokes aside, you know, this shoe is a beautiful shoe, man. I mean, just look at the craftsmanship on this shoe. Look at the color, look at the sole. This shoe is a comfortable shoe to wear. Very strong and durable. I mean, look at the stitching on this shoe, you know. This shoe is one of the most comfortable shoes you'll ever wear in your life. Because it's like I said before, you know what I mean? Look at the sole, it's so gummy, it ain't funny, you know what I mean? It's like stepping on air. So as a dress shoe, you don't really get dress shoes that are this comfortable, you know? So you should definitely get a pair of these. If you standing up all day or you're gonna be on your feet all day, this is a pair of shoes you wanna get. Well, everybody, there you have it. My review of the Wallabee Maple Suede Original Clark Boots. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. Subscribe, hit the notification bell for further videos, and peace and love, blessings to you.